Southwest Florida, welcome back to Lee Pit Live. We're in Dunbar at the Easter Parade 2021. I think this is going to be my last interview of the day. My voice is leaving me, but I had to talk to this charming newlyweds. I saw all the pictures on social media. I was so happy to see this union between the Sapps and the Morgans, like the Hatfields and the McCoys. Two of the most recognizable families in Fort Myers who have contributed so much, the Morgans and the Sapps, right?
Yes.
And now they raised, the children have come up and they begat these two who married, and now we'll produce some more Sapps or whatever. Y'all might not want to produce no more at this age. So I'm gonna cut that out, but let's get rolling. This is the 77th annual Easter Parade. Both of them know the history of this parade, and they came here shortly after their marriage to be amongst the people.
Yes.
Let's get to it. What's your full name?
Howard Sapp.
Born and raised in Dunbar.
Born and raised in Dunbar.
Full name, Felicia Morgan Sapp now.
Felicia Morgan Sapp.
When did y'all first two meet?
Oh, wow. At Mount Olive Church. We grew up together at Mount Olive Church.
Y'all were little kids playing together?
Little kids. Had your Easter suit, your Easter speech every Sunday, every Easter. Mount Olive AME Church.
Did you ever think one day this would be your husband?
Not in a million years did I ever think we would get together. No, I did not.
So y'all were just playing together, running around together?
We were friends.
You saw him have girlfriends over the years. You saw her have boyfriends over the years.
Yes.
And then bam. All right. How long y'all been married now?
We've been married a month and 2 weeks.
I saw pictures, I think it was downtown in front of the Sidney and Barn Davis Arsenal.
That's correct.
Beautiful setting.
Thank you.
Tell me, when did this whole romance begin?
It began 2018. Actually, they were getting ready to go on a trip coming up to Washington, D.C. because I was in Washington, D.C. I worked in Washington, D.C. And she was taking her mom up to Washington, D.C. to go to the African American Museum. And she just posted that they were going to the coming to Washington, D.C. to go to the museum. And I saw a picture of her mom, and her grandson. And I just reached out because I wanted to at least get with her mom when they were in the area, just to take them out for dinner, because her mom helped me get into college. So I just wanted to do something, just to say hello, and then kind of go from there. And that's how we reconnected.
Now, you had been checking her out in D.C., or that's when you started checking her out?
No, actually, we hadn't spoken when I left for college. After I graduated high school, we hadn't spoken since then. So when I saw that was our first connect.
Now, when you saw him in D.C., it was just business, you weren't thinking about nothing, or you started checking him out and say, hey, he's kind of cute now?
At the moment, no, I wasn't. We were catching up as old friends, and we just started talking, and from that meeting, that dinner, we started talking after the fact. After that, we started talking, and the friendship just grew, and it blossomed
now,
into
what
it is today.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, you a Kappa, right?
Yes.
Like Richard Sapp, my man.
Yes.
And you a Delta.
That is correct. I'm a Delta.
And right here is a Sigma talking to a Delta, the Kappa.
That's right.
Look at that.
But at least y'all got that red and white in common, huh?
Yes. Yes,
Y'all
we
got
do.
red and white all over the crib?
Not yet.
Okay. There were a lot of Kappas in your wedding, I think, right?
Yes, it was.
There were a lot of Deltas on your groom bridesmaid.
Yes.
So that was the Greek moment, huh? A lot of Greek stuff. Okay, now, the Dunbar Easter Parade. What do you remember most about it as a child?
As a child, the Dunbar Easter Parade, I remember what I'm seeing today. This brings back so many memories. Waking up Easter morning, going to church, and then following church service, getting dressed for the parade, going and watching all of the floats and all of the different, the cheerleading, the Pop Warner organization, and all of everybody throwing candy and just kids being happy and it being fun-filled day throughout the whole entire day.
Did you ever see him as a kid at the parade?
I don't think so, no.
Do you remember seeing her at the parade as kids?
At the parade, no. At the parade, we, after church, a lot of times, I guess depending on the organization that you're a part of, I was like the Boy Scouts. You know, you go to church and then you immediately have to go and get changed, get yourself ready for, you know, being in the parade, you know, with the Boy Scouts and the Cub Scouts and stuff like that. So it was a good time, but it was like, just like now, just kind of rush through. And then at the end, like I said, you just enjoy yourself. But I don't remember seeing her at the parade. Like I said, once we finished church, you know, we were going our separate ways.
You guys are basically coming right off your honeymoon, and you found it important that you come out here and connect with this event. Why you feel it was so important to be out here and be a part of this?
Well, I certainly think that it's important because this is our history. You know, and I think that a lot of kids, you know, they like the event, but I don't think they really understand the history of where this actually came from. Because this is a staple for Dunbar. You know, and I know for me growing up, this is a staple in the area for Dunbar. And I would love for the kids to appreciate it just as much I know as I do. Because like I said, this is what you did on Easter. This was it.
Now you have some pretty legendary parents. Your dad was so important to the community, Mr. Morgan, and your mom, Melvin Morgan. Tell me about how they used to talk to you about the importance of this parade. And they used to be a part of it as well.
They used to be a part of the parade, and this was a big deal in my home. Growing up, we always looked forward to Easter, and Easter was a really big day in our household. And coming out and celebrating Black and, you know, celebrating our culture. This was our thing in our neighborhood, in our community. And it's when we were able to get together and just be a part of something that, you know, a lot of kids growing up, you know, can enjoy.
Now the parade is culminating here in Dunbar in Stars Complex Park as opposed to downtown. Do you think this is where it should continue to culminate, and why?
Of course, it should continue to be right here. This is our Easter parade. It's called the Dunbar Easter Parade, and I feel it should be held in Dunbar, and it should culminate in Dunbar. We have the facility, and it should be right here in Dunbar. And
I agree 100%.
Yes.
Mr. Hubby, do you agree with the wife?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, that's a good thing for a marriage. Yes, I do. But go ahead and expound on why you think it should stay here as well.
Well, I sort of think because I feel that, again, bringing back the history, you know, of what the parade is, keeping, you know, the intent of Dunbar and letting the Dunbar community, you know, that continue to resonate. You know, I don't think that it should go anywhere else because I think that it brings so many people out here that's in the Dunbar community. It brings everybody together. People that you have not seen for a while, you get an opportunity to catch up. You get an opportunity to really, even for the older people, see some of the younger people and hopefully be able to transfer some of that history and knowledge to them. So it brings everybody out to where it's not fighting, it's not, you know, getting a whole lot of confusion, but everybody gets an opportunity to come out and enjoy themselves together.
Now I know, Felicia, I think you've been on my show before over the years, right?
No, actually, this is my first time.
You never been on?
No, this is my first time.
And I know you've never been on.
I have not.
See, the Easter parade.
Look at that, see?
That's right.
Finally I've been knowing Felicia at least 25 years. I've seen him on social media, but I never met him. That's the beautiful thing about the Easter parade. You see people you haven't seen in a long time, and it bring people together.
Yes.
So when I saw these newlyweds, I said, let's get them right here, right now. Final question to you. You've been sitting there. Well, first of all, you mentioned D.C. You were living up at the time.
Yes.
Is it fair to say you're back down here now?
Yes.
What are you doing now?
Right now, I'm a choral and keyboard teacher at Okamic Middle School.
Okay, you a music guy?
Yes.
Okay. What are you doing? You still in education or no?
Yes, I'm a dean at Okamic Middle School, same school.
See what I'm talking about? We got leaders here. The marriage is what brought you back, or you were already on your way back?
I was actually coming back anyway. I was going to actually start working with my Uncle Richard, here shortly, but I was coming back, leaving in that particular area, coming back here.
Everything just worked out. You've been watching the trial around George Floyd's, and now you get to come out to this. I want you as a black man to speak to how you're seeing that trial, how it's resonating with you, and what do you think is going to be the outcome?
Well, looking at the trial and understanding exactly how everybody feels, when that event actually happened, as a black man, you look at that and you see and you begin to, first and foremost, you're going to get upset, you're going to get mad, because you think that, of course, he was treated wrong, incorrect, unjust from step one. Coming here, people can understand that just because you're black doesn't mean that you're out trying to do something wrong. Everyone out here is out here having a good time. Just because you're out here, or everyone is out here having a great time, just because you're black, don't mean that when someone of another color sees you, that you're out trying to steal from them, you're out trying to harm them, you're out trying to hurt them. But then we have to understand that that's what some people see. As the trial goes on, I would hope that they would bring to justice those injustices that has happened, not just to George Floyd, but specifically to George Floyd at this particular time. And hopefully they'll begin to kind of change some ways to allowing us to be treated fairly. I think it's totally unfair, for them to do some of the things that they do just because of the fact that you're a different color.
All right, couldn't have said it better myself. Felicia, I know that your sorority and you have always been proponents of get out to vote, and we see things like what happened to Floyd. We have to change these laws. We have to get control of these offices, encourage people the importance of voting.
Yes, voting is the bottom of everything that we stand for, and what me as a Delta and my group, my sorority, we believe in, and that's the only way we can make change, and that's where we started in order to make change. Because right now, what is happening to George Floyd, I pray every day that the end result is that he is found guilty. But who knows? Looking at past,
Right.
I don't know. You don't know.
If we can't get a conviction on this, we might well just throw up our hands.
Exactly.
That's true. That's true.
Look, what else do you need?
Exactly. I know.
This is it.
The evidence is there.
America's on trial.
Yes.
Around the world.
Yes.
9 minutes and 30 seconds.
Yes.
Not 2 minutes, not 3 minutes, not 6 minutes. 9 minutes and 30 seconds on the neck.
Yes.
A lynching. A lynching.
Yes.
Anyway, I had to get that in before I closed it down. We were supposed to be talking about the wedding. We got everything in.
Yes, we did.
Felicia knew I was going to try to get some stuff. So proud of y'all.
Thank you.
Y'all good role models. Pushing that education as well.
Yes.
Do you do music lessons?
I don't right now, like I said, but I will look into that, but I don't right now.
Because I was going to let you plug it. You're a keyboard man.
Keyboard and vocalist.
But you can't, if somebody want to contact you for the kid for some lessons,
They can do that.
they can, if they got the cash, you'll take care of it.
I'll take care
All
of
right, we
it.
just plugged. Felicia, you doing any tutoring or anything?
Not at the moment.
Okay.
No, I'm on my honeymoon. Remember?
Oh, you still honeymoon?
Yes.
Did y'all travel for your honeymoon?
We did.
I think I
go
saw
to-
some pictures.
Yes, we went to Las Vegas and we went to the Grand Canyon.
Okay, Grand Canyon.
Yes.
Isn't that something to see?
It is.
Oh.
It's
Y'all
amazing.
went up that hill.
Yes.
It started getting colder as you
Yes.
was going up, right?
Yes.
Hey,
Yes.
like I went there in the summer one time, and I saw snow on my way up. Did y'all?
Yes,
But
we
this
did.
was right,
It
right.
was snow on the ground.
And I was like, I'm getting closer to the sun, but I'm seeing snow.
But it's getting cold. Yep.
Y'all
That's
enjoy? Did y'all hang out in Arizona a little bit?
No, just for the Grand Canyon, the
Yeah,
tour.
just for the Grand Canyon.
And when you look at it, it's like it's just standing still.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Did y'all do the helicopter? Did y'all do the helicopter ride?
No, we actually took the bus over.
Okay.
Took the bus tour.
Right now, in Vegas, did y'all go to Paris?
Yes, we did.
Yes,
we had dinner there.
yes. We had
Yeah,
dinner there.
that was pretty cool.
Yes.
That's nice. It's
I'm
really
just
nice.
trying to let people know I travel a little bit.
Yes.
Skinny Sean, we out.